What I need in my life is a higher calling. There has to be a higher calling. It has to be more than just sort of personal wealth. All of us want to be financially secure. That's a noble goal. That's great. But at what cost does that come in terms of your own principles, in terms of your own fundamental beliefs?
John Carrano has dedicated his life to leadership and progress. After graduating from West Point, he valiantly served 24 years as a U.S. Army scientist and engineer. Throughout his career, he has led others both in military and academic settings and has always been on the front line of advancing technology. Today, he leads the research and development of new healthcare technologies at Luminex Corporation. John's talents for leadership have allowed him to transition from a successful soldier to a successful entrepreneur.
I did spend a lot of time in the military. The reason I retired is it was time to retire. So I'd done nearly 24 years. My higher calling is, without question, is to be a leader and to mentor and develop people. It's what I enjoy the most about being in the military. Sure, you join the military, hopefully you want to serve your country, but really the thing that I enjoyed the most, the thing that motivated me the most, was a chance to interact, particularly with very young people, and frankly some people who otherwise have maybe fallen through some cracks in society, right? And you realize that every person has worth, every person deserves to be treated with dignity, and virtually everybody can be developed. And so for me, a big struggle is pride, or maybe vanity, maybe even arrogance. And so that's something that I have to constantly remind myself of. And the way that I deal with that now, and maybe this is part of just getting a little bit older and hopefully a little bit wiser, is I tend to shy away from the leadership style of take no prisoners, winner takes all, winning at any expense is okay. I don't subscribe to that. In fact, what I subscribe to are servant leaders, servant leadership, and I would submit that that's a term that's not frequently used in the workplace. Servant leaders are people who focus on the team, and frankly, that's what the military is all about. You don't have a successful army with people who focus on themselves. So servant leadership is important, and it helps you to reduce or avoid personal pride because you're focused on other people, not you. I was given a lot of energy and enthusiasm. That's just part of my nature. I think my parents nurtured that well and were good people. And I also had some great teachers. In fact, my 6th grade teacher came to my West Point graduation. So, what is that, 10 years later or whatever, she showed up to that graduation. She was very inspirational, and I think a thing that distinguished her, maybe from a lot of other, even good teachers, what distinguished her was she really believed in this worth of everybody. She was dedicated to trying to make the most out of everybody's natural talents.